What is good, Ninja? OG over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to their PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys. Like always, let's go ahead and get right into it. Nintendo is keeping this 3DS train rolling because we have a brand new announcement of the Super NES Classic Style new Nintendo 3DS XL, which launches on November 27th in North America. Keep them dollar bills going, Nintendo. So, including Super Mario Kart full game download. So Nintendo released a Super NES Classic Style new Nintendo 3DS XL in North America on November 27th for $199.99. And remember that price, we're going to talk about that. It will include a full game download for Super Mario Kart for the Super NES Virtual Console. Pre-orders are now available on Amazon, and shout-outs to Wario64 and Gamatsu for the article. So let's talk about this because I hear so many people always going through my comment section saying that Nintendo should kill the 3DS. And I'm saying no, Nintendo should not kill the 3DS because they can put out stuff like this with an old game Super Mario Kart for $199, almost the price of an Xbox One S. Literally for technology that's like a decade old at this point. Like seriously, the technology in Nintendo's 3DS is so old, and they're making a killing off of these new Nintendo 3DSs and the 3DSs in general. It's not like you're getting a brand new game and they're putting huge development resources behind this. It's just a Super Nintendo paint job with Super Mario Kart that you're probably going to get people to buy because of collectors, and you're just going to make a ton of profit margin because you're selling it for nearly the price of an Xbox One S. Seriously, like you can get an Xbox One S for like $50 or $30 more depending on where you go. So this is super smart for Nintendo. They're going to be making quite a bit of money off of this, and anyone who says that Nintendo should stop doing the 3DS or little games here and there just doesn't understand business, because most of Nintendo's main teams are already working on the Nintendo Switch. Pretty much all of their main teams are working on the Switch. We're getting a lot of games being officially announced. Heck, Shin Megami Tensei just got announced. That's Atlas, but still. So this is just stuff that's just going to make Nintendo extra money in order to funnel and facilitate more games for the Nintendo Switch and more content for us. So what do you guys think about this Super NES Classic Style new Nintendo 3DS? Are you going to be picking it up when it comes to North America? Alright, and moving into the next article here. One Piece Pirate Warrior 3 Deluxe Edition has been officially announced for the Nintendo Switch. It's due out on December 21st in Japan. Now, Bandai Namco has announced One Piece Pirate Warrior 3 Deluxe Edition for the Nintendo Switch. It will launch in Japan on December 21st for 5,800 yen. One Piece Pirate Warrior 3 Deluxe Edition is a Nintendo Switch port of the 2015 released PlayStation 4, PS3, and PS Vita title One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. It includes the base game plus 42 pieces of downloadable content, including costumes and challenge episodes. The Nintendo Switch version will be playable at 1080p in TV mode and 720p in tabletop and handheld modes. It runs at 30 frames per second across all three modes. In TV and tabletop modes, users can play two-player co-op if they have two sets of Joy-Cons, but not with a single set of Joy-Cons. Unlike the PlayStation counterparts, the Nintendo Switch version will not support online co-op, so that's unfortunate there. Got some new screenshots and of course checking out footage of the game running on the PlayStation 4, so this is good, and it's kind of suspect in some areas. Let's talk about the good. One, we have another Bandai Namco based game coming to Nintendo Switch. They did say that they're going to be releasing game after game on the system, so I definitely feel that after some of these ports that we've gotten, and 4 games total from Bandai Namco on the Nintendo Switch in the first 9 months, when it comes to Pokken Tournament, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, One Piece Unlimited World Red, and now this game right here, 4 games in the first 9 months, actually not too bad when it comes to things. Now, I do feel that this will lead into other games such as Code Vein, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet coming to Nintendo Switch next year after the PS4 and Xbox One releases, especially because all those games that I just announced are Unreal Engine 4, and that is an engine that's actually optimized and runs well on the Nintendo Switch, so I would expect all those games to come, especially since Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Pokken Tournament have been selling very well on the Nintendo Switch. However, there's a couple things with this port as far as it goes. Obviously, it's not 60 frames per second, which would have been nice considering that Fire Emblem Warriors is 60 on the Nintendo Switch, or at least having some graphics options in order to make it 60 frames per second. We're not going to get that, understandable, but also no single Joy-Con play. That's one of the best features of the Nintendo Switch, be able to just split a Joy-Con and be able to play anywhere you want. So having to have a whole nother set of Joy-Cons or Pro Controller or whatever whatever the case is not cool for these type of games. I think it's really cool to just pick up and play, but I'm not going to complain too much just because we are getting another game, and a lot of people really do love One Piece, so it is good support. Yes, it's an older port, but I'd rather have it come than it not come at all, especially since people like One Piece on the Nintendo Switch, so there's no problem with this game coming over as well. So what do you guys think about One Piece Pirate Warrior 3 Deluxe coming to the Nintendo Switch? It's not necessarily my type of game because I'm not huge into One Piece, but at the same time I can realize that it's a major franchise and people really do love these games. So give me your thoughts on this title and if you'll be picking it up in the comment section below. Remember, it launches December 21st in Japan, so I'm not sure when there's going to be an American release date, but I'm pretty sure we'll get an announcement pretty soon here. We're probably right around the same time as far as North America goes and Europe. So give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into another brand new Nintendo Switch game announcement. So Plague Road consumes the Nintendo Switch with disease this November. So Arcade Distillery has announced that Plague Road will see a Nintendo Switch release. It's a roguelike turn-based strategy game that was successfully backed on Kickstarter. Set around a city that is being consumed from within by disease, the game tells a story of a lone doctor who once abandoned their home and returns in search of those who have survived. This will see players learn how the city fell victim to the disease, why the plague doctor left, and what brought him back in a tale of regret and redemption. Players will travel from the safe refuge of their farm through 4 regions with procedurally generated stages, rescuing survivors on the road and choosing whether to keep them as traveling companions or send them back to work on the farm. A choice that rewards the player with new items, skills, and advanced weapons. Horrors created by the plague will need to be exterminated in combat encounters that use grid-based positioning and turn-based strategy mechanics. The game having richly illustrated 2D art, music penned by award-winning composer Sean Beeson, and narration performed by Jim Sterling. Yo, narration performed by Jim Sterling. Plague Road will release on the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch in November, and this actually looks really cool. I love the art style, guys, and Nintendo Life has the first exclusive look of it running in portable mode on the Nintendo Switch, which you guys are seeing right here, and the game looks amazing. I love this art style. It kind of reminds me of like Muramasa the Demon Blade, that type of vanillaware art style that I really enjoy. Like seriously, this is really cool. And speaking of that game, they need to bring that over to Nintendo Switch while you're at it. Muramasa the Demon Blade, I really like that. Plus that other game that came out too, Odin Spear, the PS4 release, as far as the remake goes, that needs to come to Nintendo Switch as well. But anyway, getting back to Plague Road here, this is awesome that this game is coming, and it's coming this November. It's coming so soon. What I like about it as far as the grid-based battles, it really reminds me of like the Mega Man Battle Network, that kind of game that we saw in like the GBA and everything. Reminds me of that kind of Fire Emblem-ish, but then it also has that town aspect where you can like send people back or you can keep them on as companions. It's an RPG strategic game, and it looks cool. The art just looks cool. I love the mask on the character designs is awesome. So you combine this artwork with the great character designs and then some strategy, grid-based gameplay, Mega Man Battle Network, you can sign me up for this. This is exactly the type of game that I get excited for. And it's funny because I see comments from people saying, oh well, OJ always gets excited for the smaller titles but not stuff like Shadow of War or loot boxes or EA and stuff like that. And yeah, I get excited for more of the style-based RPGs, strategy-based titles over the massive loot boxes and stuff like that as far as the industry goes. Yes, I do, just because I've already played those type of games a million times, and to me they just don't have enough heart or soul or strategic elements that interest me, okay? I'm not telling you guys that you guys don't have to be excited for all the big AAA games that are out there, but for me, I'm looking for games with soul, heart, and depth. And the smaller type of games, in addition to some Nintendo games and Japanese RPGs and stuff like that, usually bring that to the table more so than other games. So I'm not telling you guys not to be excited for the other stuff. Trust me, you guys can be excited for whatever you want. But for me, these type of games, the games that I really love the art style and the developers, you can just like see the passion whenever you see the gameplay and the combat and everything. You can just see it kind of oozing out of that, man. That's the type of stuff that I get super excited for, and this game, Plague Road, looks awesome. Plus, I like supporting independent developers who want to go out on their own and not have to worry about the big man like looking over them when it comes to things. Heck, you guys saw what happened to Visceral with EA. I mean, at any point, that's what happens to these companies, man. So I'm super excited about this game. I think it looks awesome. Can't wait to pick it up on my Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about Plague Road coming? What What do you think about the battle system and kind of the art style? And would you guys like to see Muramasa the Demon played on the Nintendo Switch or Odin Sphere as far as Vanillaware older school titles? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered into win some awesome prizes each month. Plus, we have Discord voice chat and prized eShop tournaments. Also, make sure you check out our brand new YouTube live gaming page and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. When you do so, it works very much like Twitch, to where you can earn custom themed emotes for the chat. It also gets you entered into my friends list to participate in tournaments. Check out the link in the description below and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence right here on YouTube Gaming Live. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.